Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where the enemy has taken back some of these territories, and we're going to be pushing through here relatively quickly and getting those back as soon as possible. So that should be reasonably fine. We have this third fleet heading up to Sanapel, and we've got some forces around in this area. Now, where is our dimensional fleet right now? That is currently busy. But I did notice they are currently attacking in Strubius. The 8th fleet is currently located there, and I want to send the 9th fleet to go reinforce that. So we're going to head right on over and reinforce this. We also may want to turn on edicts. This is a pretty big force here, and that'll be a pretty big swing in terms of relative fleet power. So that seems pretty decent, actually. I didn't notice this last episode, but I definitely noticed it when I was looking around before this episode, and we're going to turn on astral shielding. We're going to turn on exotic gases, not as fuel, as shield boost. We're going to turn on volatile ammunition, volatile reactive armor, and focusing crystals. So that'll boost up our fleet power here to 218k. And we'll bring in reinforcements here. So that sounds good. Now we need to get all of this under control. No doubt about that. I do think that we should move an army out over this direction, and I'm thinking this one will do just fine. We'll move it to Leloria for right now.
Spaceport.
So that seems good. So Ballesta is going to be back under our control very easily. Looks excellent. And they did manage to invade here. Okay, that is noted. I think it's 116 strength right now. I kind of want to bombard this. Okay, let's eliminate that dimensional fleet.
Spaceport offline.
Let's keep in mind that this battle is going on. But we have the reinforcements coming in. This shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it looks like we would have lost this for sure. But the reinforcements are on the way in, and that looks good.
Striking her.
Cool. So I want to check in up over this way. We're attacking Femisto right now, and then we're going to head to Lukatev. That seems absolutely fine. There's these guys over here. I do want to come in here and bombard this for the moment. Okay. Now, the important battle here is happening in Strubius. And this looks like this will be relatively under control with the reinforcements here. So that is good.
Offline.
So let's get this all finished up, in theory. We're definitely taking a little longer than I would have liked to clean this up, but that's due to, I think, chasing mechanics here. Okay. They didn't retreat.
Offline.
They didn't retreat at all. I think we just destroyed virtually everything there. No, but we destroyed a lot, for sure. Okay, I'm going to pull... Oh, we're in combat with another battle group. This is a very small one. This doesn't matter. Okay, so they will go away very quickly. And these guys, I now want to move over to here. They're going to enter orbit here and get repairs. We're going to reinforce them. The fleet is at full strength, so we had enough alloys to reinforce them. That is probably good. We don't really have enough alloys to do other things at this moment. So if these guys took losses, we don't have the alloys to reinforce them right now, but we'll get that very quickly. So we'll just park these guys here, and what are we at right now? 327? Okay. I played Delta Cephi and Ballesta. So we know that we have this out over here. We see a fleet in Jazu. Okay. So fleets up here are not, strictly speaking, necessary. There's these guys heading to Jardlifon. It's going to take them a while to get there. I'm wondering about maybe sending these guys down to Jazu. We can jump drive to Formalhaut, and then from there head into Kiesel and eliminate the pirate fleet, at any rate. So that'll be fine for now. How's our bombardment doing over here? 595. Okay, so they've definitely improved that. That's noted. Where is that invasion fleet at? It is not here. Okay. Also, one of my monitors just went blank. I'm suspecting a connection issue. I will be right back. Confirmed. That was indeed a connection issue. So that is absolutely fine. No problem. It has been solved. So we've got a couple of fleets out over this direction. They will need to get handled, but I'm not prepared to handle them at this exact moment. So I think we'll just wait on these for right now. I don't really want to leave Ballesta. I don't really want to leave... Well, we could leave Lukatev. We could. I don't really want to leave Ballesta, though. That will allow them to escape. So let's just move these guys up to Mota. Unfortunately, FTL inhibitors are going to cause us to go around the long way. In that case, let's just bombard here. Now, these guys might be trying to go up to Iplade. I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to retreat through Iplade. When is our dimensional fleet going to be back again? Where is that? In about a month. Okay. That's noted. That is definitely noted. So we can reinforce this fleet a little bit, and we'll get to work on that. That'll be fine. And at this point, of course, we just need to get all of this back under our control. So these guys are going to hit Sinople at this point. I'm not convinced that we need a second fleet up here. Well, there's 2 extra-dimensional Armada fleets there. So maybe we do. The first fleet is going to be arriving in Jardlafon soon, so we'll be able to move that down this direction. And that would be a very useful thing, indeed. So that seems okay, and we do have this fleet in jump drive range for Ballesta. Almost jump drive range. Head to Golovia. We're not quite in jump drive range there. What if we headed to Delta Cephi here? These guys are heading up to, I think, Jolin?
Station sustaining
that's
damage.
exactly where they're heading. So let's go over there and eliminate that. They are jump driving to Jolin, and 3... Okay, stop it. Don't jump drive there. They headed to Iplade instead. So yeah, they're attacking here. That seems fine. I want to eliminate that. These guys backed off. I'm going to jump drive them here. I want to catch this fleet out.
Spaceport offline.
So we're going to jump drive and catch both of these at this point. That seems very good.
Station.
So they did get a small pirate fleet out over here. They ended up building that. Okay. Who actually controls this? Union of Plithplath Worlds. They're at war with Carpetania. Okay. So we do want to occupy that. Sounds good.
Striking hostile station.
Okay, so we'll take this back.
Damage.
No problem. Now we're going to head up to Vimas and get that under our control. These guys are heading into Kiesel. The Dimensional Fleet is now back. I'm going to jump drive that directly to Jazu, and we're going to take on these forces that are here. These army forces here, they're going to jump drive to Ballesta, if I can select things. They're going to jump drive to Ballesta, and once there, they are going to land here. Okay, so we'll get that fully back under control.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
That seems good. So we'll have forces arriving in these locations relatively soon. We do need to repair, or rather reinforce our fleets a bit. I want to check down here. They weren't attacking down here for the longest time, but then they did attack. So that's a little awkward. But we're going to get this fleet under control. In theory. Are we actually shooting at them? Kinda. The answer is kinda.
Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
We're mostly shooting at this army for some reason. Although there is a second fleet back over here that came in, apparently. And that's fine. Yeah, that's all wiped out now. This is good. There was a peace offered, but not for us. Okay. We raided a pirate station. Not like that's all that important. Let's get that army done. Anytime now. There we go. Okay, so I want these guys to head up to Delta Cephi for the time being. We're in Vimas right now. I want to head back to Jolun. And we can see right now we're at 176 reasons. So Delta Cephi and Ballesta. So that is here and here. Technically, we don't need to deal with this force, but we're going to. Get over here. We want to eliminate that force. Cool. So we're going to get Jolin back, and then once we have that, these guys are going to just chill in the Ballesta wormhole for the time being. Now we have the
Planetary
1st and 6th
incursion
fleet over
initiative
here.
successful.
Ballesta is now fully under our control.
Spaceports
So
sustaining damage.
I would love to make our way down over here. I think that this spaceport is going to be a problem for us. And we can't jump drive right now. So that is noted. This spaceport is awkward for us for the moment. Okay. Well, these guys are just going to have to chill here. Actually, go to the hyper relay here for now. Just chill here. While these guys head up to Delta Cephi. That'll take a little bit of time, but that is absolutely understood.
Striking
So
hostile
the Dimensional
station.
Fleet is heading into Berzoon at this point. And we did miss them. So we're going to grab this first and then head to Donadum. That'll be fine. So 176 reasons, 160 of those are unoccupied systems and planets. Understood.
Spaceports
So
sustaining
we're just waiting
damage.
for Delta Cephi to come under our control. These guys are kind of heading over, very slowly. Seems relatively fine. Another peace offer here. This war is still ongoing, by the way. So that is certainly noted. Also, what is this? That's the Carpetanian fleet? Okay, yeah, we know that. That is absolutely fine. Checking in down over here, this should all be okay at this point. We are currently running edicts, and I'm going to turn off our edicts at this point. I feel like we don't need them. So let's turn all of these off, although maybe exotic gases as fuel is still interesting to keep on. I think we should be okay to do
Striking
that.
hostile station.
So boosting our movement speed would be great. Who are these guys? Why do we have 3 battleships here? I have no idea where they came from. Okay, whatever. I think at this point, yeah, we're still waiting for these guys to move into Delta Cephi. They'll get there soon, but they're not quite there yet. They're preparing to jump, and there they go. Finally. So we'll just take out this station. That puts us at 26 reasons away. Now 15. Beautiful. We now need to head down to Lukatev because we need to re-invade in a couple of these areas. Specifically, these 2. Cool. So I'm going to send this force up to iPlade, where they're going to move here. And these guys, they're going to sit in Jazu. This force should actually head to Shantar, because we do see that there is a force that arrived back there. That's noted. I really want to get out of this war. Oh, our commander died. Okay, sure. Your strength will be remembered.
Spaceports sustaining damage.
So I really want to get out of this war. We seem to have capped our relative navy strength, so we need to occupy more locations, is what that means. So there are some locations over here that are occupied. They have a dimensional fleet in Kagaton. We could come in and attack that. I kind of do want to push out here. So we're going to push out in each of these directions. That'll be fine for now. And we're also going to want to push out in this wormhole, right?
Research
so I think
concluded.
having these guys move through the wormhole would be absolutely fine. And we can start to take over some territory here. Because it's clear that we need additional
Striking
occupation.
hostile station.
So in we go.
Initializing hostile
We have 2
engagement
fleets coming in and
protocols.
attacking here. Okay, that's maybe a little overkill, but it should be relatively fine. We have both of these fleets here, and the extra-dimensional armada is here. Okay. So that looks fine for the moment. We would absolutely love to get some additional progress here. And we certainly are going to... Hang on. Is this a peace enforcement? Okay. They enforced peace. Not much we can do about that, to be honest. So they enforced peace, and it makes sense for them to do that. They were just going to lose more, and this is the cheapest way for them to get out of the war. It's unfortunate for us because they are not our vassal. We did not achieve our primary war goal there, but we needed so much war score to do that. It was insane how much war score we needed to do that. And given the situation that we had over here, it was going to take a while longer. I'm okay with exiting the war there. It allows us to regroup, take stock, and to be clear, we got a lot of territory for our Federation away from them. It's a little awkward that our Federation is the same color as the other Federation, the Pan-Galactic Entente, but our Federation did get a lot of systems away from them, so it's better than nothing. They had the opportunity to do that at any time. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull every single fleet that we have back to Sol. Every single one of them. It's going to take them some time to get there, and that's understood. The dimensional fleet, however, this should be disbanded. So we'll get rid of that, and we're going to need to rework our fleets a bit. That's all fine. I do also want to head in to our armies and get them all pulled back. Where are we at, armies? Here we go. So all of these guys are going to come back to Sol as well. And we'll just have to sort out what exactly all happened. We can reinforce a few ships here, and we definitely will do that. Okay, and we have some idle construction ships. That is certainly noted. So the Ganges is currently down here in Marfark. This is fully done, so we're going to head over to Nimrath, and we're going to build a Habitat Central Complex. We have the Volga out over here in Fagor. Oh, wait, hang on. Did we colonize this? I'm betting we didn't. We did not. Okay, we'll get that going. Did we colonize this one? We're going to be short on alloys, but that's fine. We'll buy in 2,500, and yeah, this is not colonized, so we'll get that going, and we need to do some orbitals. Okay, let's start up over here, minor orbital here, and then we can come over to like here and build a minor orbital. It's a little awkward, but we can do something like this. This will be a minor and a second minor here. This will be a major orbital here. Down over this way, a minor orbital. Dyson Swarm around the star, of course, means that we don't need orbitals there. So we can have this come out like over this way. Probably not the most efficient path in the world, but it doesn't matter. We are absolutely fine with getting this built like so. Okay, so we are at peace. It's an awkward peace, but we did get gains out of it. I will call that a victory in that war. We pretty decidedly proved that we can beat the Pan-Galactic Entente, and that is a very, very good thing. So this construction ship is done in Wiu, and I think from there we could certainly come in here and think about building a orbital habitat somewhere around here. Okay, let's check through our buildings. What do we have? Mining station. Well, we're just going to upgrade our Habitat Central control here. This is an agri-world? Really? This shouldn't be an agri-world. We're going to designate this as not an agri-world, a generator world. That'll be fine. We are currently lacking a job here, though. And we're going to put in some mining districts here, I think, as well. So ultimately, we're going to put in a mineral purification plant, but we want alloy production on some of these. We're not quite to the point of developing that yet. We're getting very, very close. This is the fortress station here. We can certainly put in a mineral purification plant. And for the time being, that'll be fine. So this is a mining station here. I do think an energy nexus makes sense. Here, of course, all we're going to do is put in a reactor district. On this generator station, an energy nexus would make a lot of sense. This is a research station, and that's fair enough. We'll build a research district. Here, we're going to need to definitely put in a robot assembly plant. Here, we'll upgrade our robot assembly plant. This will be a robot assembly plant as well. Okay. And here, we'll get a robot assembly plant going too. So something along the lines of that for our constructions. So I think our constructions and our civilian ships are caught up. Let's double check. We do have debris. Okay. So we do have debris in some locations. If we automate our science ship to only research special projects, they should automatically seek out that debris and find it. Cool. Now, do we want to leave this extra dimensional armada here, or do we want to go take out the Unbidden? 34.6k, and then here in Cowig is their main station. I'm going to use these two fleets. We're going to attack this extra dimensional armada. Everyone else is heading back to our capital, but these two fleets should be capable of dealing with this, in theory. So we're going to head out over here. We'll arrive here in 20 days, and I am going to turn on our shield hardening, but nothing else in terms of edicts. We'll leave the exotic gases as fuel on for the moment. We'll turn on our astral shielding, and that will boost up our power relative to extra-dimensional armadas significantly. Sure, we'll take an embassy.
Initializing hostile engagement
Okay,
protocols.
so we are going to eliminate this fleet without significant problem. Excellent. We're closing in a little closer than I would like with some of these ships, but it's fine, I think. Yeah, there's no real problem here. Our artillery doing work. Beautiful. We did take a few losses, which isn't surprising, and we'll reinforce this fleet, but we can't afford the reinforcements. That's okay. Let's head up to Cervantes and work on cleaning up the Unbidden. I want to check in our situation log here. Let's see. So we have actually killed more Unbidden than anyone else. That's wild. By almost double. That's insane.
Receiving
we weren't even
transmission.
trying. We were just stopping them from pushing into the territory we were trying to conquer. Which, to be clear,
Research
I think that we
concluded.
would have successfully conquered that territory
Council
with a
agenda
full achievement of our war goals if the Unbidden hadn't have popped in as we were starting that war. That definitely delayed us. So our military buildup is done at this point, and we're probably okay with getting, like, specialist pop resource output. I would definitely like to get more alloys produced. So we're going to head up to Cervantes here, and we're just going to look to take out the Unbidden. This will be fine. In the meantime, the rest of our forces are all heading back to Seoul, and we'll take stock of our current situation in terms
Striking
of
hostile
all of
station.
these fleets. There are some problems, no doubt about it. So we'll take out this dimensional
Council
anchor.
agenda available.
No issues. Fantastic. And these two fleets, they're going to head to Cowig now. They'll arrive there in 76 days. That sounds fine. I'm not concerned about that. So this fleet is at full strength. This one is not yet. Okay. So we're going to sell off a few additional minerals here since we are capped there. Sounds good. And we have Alpha Centauri energy here. So let's resettle over to someplace with jobs, ideally. Like this research station. Okay, here we can absolutely build in additional jobs, so we're going to do that. An advanced research complex sounds good. Here we are full, so this is going to go to somewhere, again, like Murrayid Prime. That'll be fine. And this refinery world here, we can absolutely build an industrial district on. We may want to consider at some point putting in, like, replacing this robot assembly complex with something like a alloy generation producer increaser. These are words.
Receiving
These are definitely
transmission.
words. Okay, so we're going to agree to this embassy. That is absolutely fine. I'm just checking through our jobs here. This is allegedly an agri-world. It's not going to be that long term, but we are going to need to put in a mineral processing plant here. So we'll do that. This is a generator world, and that is fine. It's actually relatively full for now. We'll put them over to Murrayid. That'll be okay. fortress world here, we can put in an industrial district. We're going to definitely do that. This is a mining station. We already have civilian industries and alloys here. I'm going to get both of those upgraded. Okay, a generator station here. We're going to max out the reactors. We're already maxed on the reactors here. Cool. So what do we want to do here? I want to put in a Ministry of Production and an alloy foundry, I think. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Ministry of Production, alloy foundry. This is going to become, believe it or not, a forge station, a foundry station. And then we just build a bunch of industrial districts here. Like that. Okay, so that'll be fine. This is a unification station, and that can remain as such. I do think that putting in an administrative park makes a lot of sense. Anything else needing to be worked on at this moment? The answer is no. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to wipe out the Unbidden, and we're going to get this mess under control. We'll get it figured out what that's supposed to all look like. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.